Hello and welcome back to Master Jury in a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, I have done some things. I've been thinking about the series and how I want it to progress. So, I've done something to our characters of special interest. Ooh. Well, the list was getting too large. It was getting way too large for us to actually remember, well, for me to remember what exactly each and every character was on there for. Like, there was just too many characters. So I have narrowed down the list. Actually, I don't think that person should be on the list either. But I've narrowed down the list just to people who we've recently interacted with or we have a solid personal connection to. I think that those are a lot better. I have left a few on there, like Lord Jon Snow, because he is, of course, the grandson, great-grandson of Eddard Stark, so he is worth keeping an eye on, especially if the Starks, you know, die out. We may want to keep an eye on where the other side of the house has gone. We have Brandon Stark is on there. Lord Whitehill, I felt I couldn't remove him. He's become too much in our gambling life for us to remove him. We may remove it on Next Generation. Daisy Nobley, only reason I left her on there is because she is my cousin as well, so it felt it would be interesting. Also, it is, I think this one came from Ramsay Snow, which is an interesting little house to follow. We have Mark Condon, because he's our cousin, and he is also one who our father greatly disliked, and I seem to remember that. He also dislikes us. I think he's also one of my vassals, which is okay. Ulrich Tallhart, because he's one of the few other people who are, like, he's right next to us, so I feel he's worth keeping an eye on. John Aaron, and Owelna Reed, who has, you know, consistently been up there as somebody we're keeping an eye on. And basically I'm going to try and keep that, I'm going to try and work on that list a little bit more. So one, we're getting less pop-ups, so the game moves quicker. And two, just so that we actually have some proper things that we're actioning on, opposed to just, you know, generally doing things, not really progressing. Which is fine, but I just want to, you know, get things a little bit better. I was just trying to figure out what exactly we're doing right now. We're just doing business stuff. Okay, that's fine. We're kind of businessy, aren't we? That's alright. I went into the wrong map mode. Because we did want to be in the epidemics map mode, because we're watching the great sickness as it comes towards Westeros and hoping that it doesn't come north anytime soon. Yeah, that's about it. We have a son! Harwood Cassel. That's an okay name. Let's give him a duty education as the second son. That seems okay. The Lords of the Iron Throne have approved the High Realm Authority Law. Qarth, ravaged by plague. The trade routes of the east have become less travelled, as reports of the great sickness spreading in the lands Qarth have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living, disregarding the wealth and good harvest the area was enjoying. The reality is stark, as the death continues to spread and despair paves its roads. Okay. Oh, okay. What's the epidemic one? Just when it's K, okay. I just want, so Qarth, Qarth's there, isn't it? I remember one, no, that's Qohor. Qarth's down here. Yeah, I was in the right place the first time. What's the Jade Gate? I have no idea. Some of these islands are new, I think. Or at least they weren't always there. As they've updated them. I wonder whether there was another lore book released or something that they've worked off from. Anyway. Or maybe they've always been there and I just didn't remember. Resisting small folk. My efforts to squeeze some taxes out of the population of Winterfell have met with resistance. The peasants are arming themselves. I fear we might have a revolt on our hands here soon. Ah yes, because we're the treasurer of Winterfell. That's our job. The Far East, ravaged by plague. The great sickness is spread across much of the Far East, from the north plains of Jogus Nai to the southern jungles of Yitai and even in Far Ashai. While the people sought refuge in the temples at first, now they too lie deserted. Only corpses bowing before the gods. Bodies bloated beyond recognition float down the mighty rivers into the Jade Sea. But that's all the way over there. That's a different branch of the sickness though. This sickness still needs to move. Lord Simon of the Paps has declared a war against the tyranny, against Lord Jon. That's probably not going to go very well, but I respect his decision. Okay. Great sickness has moved. It jumped. Okay. What quality of education would I like to purchase for my daughter? We actually have a reasonable amount of money. We're charitable. Do we want to spend top dollar on our daughter? We could. Or top coin. Now let's just spend 20. It's still higher than we usually do. Looks like the sickness is dying out, but that's not how it works, so we'll see. Whilst going for a walk through the Castle of Winterfell, I discovered some very special flowers blooming in the glass gardens behind the Godswood. They're beautiful blue winter roses, the same flowers told in legends of Bale the Bard. How do we feel about flowers? Well, we are a gardener, actually, so, let's pluck some and take them home with me. I mean, we are a gardener, so it's kind of how we work. And then I'm going to plant them in my own garden. Yeah, I could give them as a gift to my wife, but yeah, we'll plant them in our own garden. Take a little cutting. Is the great sickness actually going to die out before it reaches us? This is almost disappointing. It's gone. There is no more great sickness. Oh, okay then. Well, crisis averted. Council support. Do we want to... yeah, we don't really care about supporting the White Hills. It's okay. Even though he is my relation. Cousin's husband. Not a close relationship, I'd say. Anyway. What are we going to spend money on next? What have we got here? We patrol post into Castletown, I think? Oh no, we already have Castletown. It's 350. Oh yeah, of course. Easy enough. Right. Oh, child needs an education focus. Oh no. Should have gone her one earlier. See, she seems to be quite good at stewardship. Give her a stewardship one. Okay. Some things are being inherited. My lord, news from the area of a great trial at court. Sir Edmund Waxley was imprisoned by Lord Paramount Jon Arryn and stood accused of sedation and conspiracy against the realm. Lord Rafford Frey presided over the trial in which the prisoner was ultimately found innocent of all charges and released. Okay. Cool. At age 23, my acquaintance, Lord Simon of the Paps, was executed. That's what happens when you have a revolt against your liege. And then Lady Kellen has taken over the Paps. Okay. Well, you know, he tried. He is fighting against the same enemy as we are. So, I mean, it's good in a way. Wait, did he just imprison the Frey that he just had doing the trial for him? Weird. Wonder if we're going to get a trial for that one. I wonder. Wonder what reason he imprisoned him for. I received word that your spymaster Jon has been trying to sabotage the economy in one of my provinces. This is intolerable. And as to stop further interference, I have arrested him. Signed, Lord Paramount Jon II of the Vale. Most unfortunate. He discovered that, huh? Well, the next person in is going to be Arya Reed. What relation is she to the... Oh, she's married to my brother, but what relation is she to the Reed who we keep knowing about? Ah, cousin. Okay. And now she is my spy master. I'm going to set her off to sabotage his provinces. Because apparently I don't learn from my mistakes. Okay, new Lord Commander on the wall. The Lord Commander has died. Pulvar Lorch will replace him and serve the realm in these troubled times. Pulvar Lorch. Okay. He seems pretty good at... it seems like fighting is pretty much all he does. Which is good for Night's Watch. He replaced the House of Ruthermont, who were previously in charge. Okay. Cool. Let's continue where we're going. Oh, we got our claim. Fantastic. At age 53, Jon was hanged on the orders of Lord Paramount Jon II. My liege, my work in White Knife seems to have come to fruition by bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents. I've managed to fabricate a claim on the lordship of White Knife, presently held by Lord Garth of White Knife. I leave it up to you whether to press it or not. Yours humbly, Andrew Cassel. Now, I am thinking, and I did read a lot of comments over this weekend, that we're saying that we really should be up to duchy level. I think I agree. I think I want to be duchy level. I'm going to use the claim. Because I do want to become a duke. Because even if we're supporting our liege, well, I think it's more like we're supporting the Starks more than we're supporting our liege. And if we can do that best by being a duke, then I think that's the best way to go. Anyway. Where do we want to fabricate claims on next? Because we already got White Knife. White Harbour, maybe? Or Old Castle? Maybe. Or we could go south towards the Manderleys. Wait, what land do we hold ourselves? What land's in Winterfell? Yeah, we'll head down towards the Manderleys next. Wait, do we already have claim on Whitford? We do, we just can't press it, of course. So, we can't declare war because we cannot afford to lose prestige because we have a truce, right? Yeah, a truce for another 8 years. But nothing's going to stop us declaring war on White Knight. on White Knife. We also have a strong claim on Old Cassel already. Okay. We should probably press one of these claims. And then I guess White Harbour is the only one that we've got left. It's okay. Right. Let us declare war, I guess, against one of these. Have a look at White Knife. White Knife has no allies, 1,000 troops. Old Cassel is a little bit further away and has... Yeah, okay, so White Knife seems like the obvious choice. Do we have an army? We do have an army. Let's declare it. Let's go for it. Yes, claim White Knife. Right, get our armies together. And where do we want to merge up? Probably merge up over here. We'll make sure that we have leaders. So we'll have Rodri and we'll have Osric. Is that okay? Right. And then merge up. Nice. Is there a river crossing between the Dawn Forest and White Knife? There is not. So we can head down here and around. We have really bad commanders. Do we have anybody better? I mean, we could be a commander, I suppose, but we'd have to resign from our liege's council, I think. Potentially. We have a 6, but he can't be our commander because he's also our justiciar. We have a 12. That's better than 3. We also have an 8. Again, better than 3. And we have a 5, which we can't use. We have our son. I guess we'll have our son. So we'll go for Rodwell, the peasant leader in the center. Mark on the side, and our son on the other side. Right, and attack in. They're running to Winterfell. This we want to head to Castle Serwyn and up. Oh, he didn't run all the way. My liege, I write to you with good news. I've successfully sabotaged the Eyrie, causing considerable disruption. Your humble spy master, Arya Reed. You know what we could do? We could just siege White Knight. It might work. There's a group of carpenters in King's Course that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored, so you need to either approve of this Carpenter's Guild to ensure you have a good reputation amongst the skilled workers, or you could outlaw them to make sure they're not an impediment on the local market structure. I'll support them. Yeah, sure. We should siege quicker, I'd reckon. 9.7, they're sieging at 5.9. This seems good. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. What have we got here? Press council support. No. Thank you for your offer. Master Mark of Travelton has been humbled by our endless generosity to the poor in White Knife. Oh, okay. That's an interesting one. My lord, your daughter Leona is responding well to my tuition. She is advancing in skills and advancing in knowledge every day. Nice, even more stewardship. She's going to be amazing at stewardship. Okay. Should be able to finish this, then break their siege as well. As my troops ransacked the castle of White Creek Castle, kind of weird. Anyway, they uncovered an interesting relic that Lord Garth had hidden away there. We got the history of the Knights of the Kings Beyond the Wall. Interesting. Is that our second book? No, I guess we lost our other book. But free folks would like it if we have this book. Anyway, and the next one is, what do we want to do? My lord, I'm pleased to have captured some high-value prisoners. Well, I guess we'll take Lord Garth and leave the rest. That makes sense. And then we will use that to offer peace and end the war. We've taken White Knife. He has moved to Old Castle. And we have won the war. After seizing Lordship of White Knife, we've also captured the treasury. We got the Red Dragon and the Black from that book. Wait. Oh, there we go. Red Dragon and the Black. Red Dragon and the Black is a book written by Master Maester Merrion. The book describes, possibly among other things, the events leading up to the First Blackfire Rebellion. Alright. We can't do this one because we don't actually have enough learning to read it. We have enough learning to read this one. Okay, interesting. We have expanded a little bit. The problem is most of the land that we hold is in the wrong duchy because we don't want to take Winterfell. But taking the High Lordship of White Harbour, now that's another matter altogether because he shouldn't have White Harbour. We can't usurp something to the same rank for our liege, but we could work on it. Oh, wait a second. There we go. We can now disband our troops. And hopefully, yeah, winter is coming to an end. Yeah, nice. I think we're going to do another war now, actually. He is 2.65. He has no allies, and we have more men. This seems a rather simple case for war. I will claim Old Cassel. Let's merge up our troops and once again march to war. 3,600, the reasonable amount. We could still lose though. Make sure to have our son leading one of them. Anything between White Knife and White Harbour? Nope. So we're going to head south. We're going to aim for a battle. A daughter was born to Cregard Cassel and Lenara Wells, named Donella. We have a granddaughter. Oh, fantastic. I would give her a humility education. They're not backing down, which is worrying. They're all for it. Okay. They don't have any leaders on this flank, which is very bad. They've already lost this flank because they only had 65 men on it. So we've surrounded them and they won. Excuse me? What? I wouldn't put that on full speed because I was sure there was no way that they could win. And then they just did. Oh. Alright then. My acquaintance Eleanor Mouton died a natural death. Master Jory, after listening to the advice of a group of my bannermen led by Princess Maria Martell of Dorne, I hereby enact a series of laws granting more freedom and privileges to the Lords of Maria Martell. Yet to the Lords of Maria Martell, relaxing the authority of the King, signed King Geralt of House Baratheon. Geralt of House Baratheon. I think it said Geralt. That's fine. I guess we're going to back off from this, aren't we? My god. What's he got in his army? He's got heavy cav. He also have some heavy cav. Yeah, but most of our army is is heavy infantry. Yeah, he's got much larger amount of cav. I guess he just had a better leader in cav. I guess that's all he needed, really. We'll head down this way and head to Old Cassel. My priest reports that from King's Course that his charity work on our behalf is proceeding very well. Nice. Lord Jon of Sea Dragon Point has declared Lord Jon of Sea Dragon Point's war for the Stony Shore on Lord Baldric. That's 600 versus 300. He might be able to do it. Right. Lord Lucifer of Stony Shore has usurped the High Lordship of Stony Shore from Lord Baldric. Lucifer Slate. And now he is in charge of that war, which it looks like he might be better placed to win. 3% siege, 5% siege. Oh, this doesn't look great for us. It'll be a long siege of Old Cassel. My liege, Lord Paramount John Arryn, has tried to have Lord Will Grafton of Gulltown arrested, but failed to apprehend him. Lord Will has now raised his banners in rebellion. Okay. It's not a very large rebellion, so not much we can do to jump on that. Andrew Cassel has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the Dawn Force. We see it's the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants as to foster greater loyalty. I could give him a quality artifact. But what have we got? Is this a quality artifact? I don't know how to tell. It's quality 1. I don't know if whether that's good or not. I think I'm just going to give him the money. I don't think we're going to quibble too much over it. We are about to lose the Siege of King's Course, which is unfortunate. There's a peasants' revolt over there in the Vale. Press council support from John Whitehill. Nope. My lord, I grieve to report that Lord Mark's men have caused much damage to the castle and countryside after their siege of Wayfarer's Watch. They destroyed my castle town? Oh, that is not on. That is not on. Now it's personal. Now they're attacking us. Well, they run with 2,000 in the center, right? If they run with 2,000 in the center, surely our best strategy, because we have more men, is just to match it. So if I just chuck everybody into the center, that's our best bet against them, and then just put it all onto Rodwell. See how it goes. Word has reached you that your priest Jory is given into weakness and helped himself to the alms he is most meant to distribute amongst the poor. So we could ask him to return the gold and all may be forgiven, or to the dungeons with them. Return the gold. We're charitable. Oh, he returned the gold to us. Oh, okay. The attackers do have more flanks, but we have a stronger center, which is basically what I'm hoping is going to win us this. They have a Craven in the center. Bad tactics, generally. Okay, let's see how it goes. Our center is holding. We won the center. Yeah, that's exactly how they beat us last time. Use their tactics against them. Fantastic. My lord, your daughter Leona is responding well to my tuition. She is improving her skills and advancing in knowledge every day. Oh, fantastic. Good. Good she's still being educated while being imprisoned. I think that's us won the battle. Yeah. Okay. We managed to just about hold on there. I think following the tactics that actually worked. Good. Yeah. Learn something new every day about different tactics to use. Lord Wild the Rash has accepted Lord Paramount John's peace offer, in that he lost. Your priest Jory was cornered by a desperate crowd of beggars in King's Course and has been seriously wounded. Charity can be a dangerous work. Okay, let's get some intrigue here and continue on. We'll give her a 20 gold education, I think. Seems about right. We're almost there in our siege. It's taking about 1,000,000 years to do, but that's okay. As long as we get it, that'll give us war score. Because they currently have ticking war score, I'd imagine. Let's have a look here. Yeah, they have ticking war score from... well, we lost 47% from losing control. Actually, they don't have ticking war score, interestingly. They should have it. Because they hold their province, but I guess not. Weird. Anyway. We'll get a lot of war score from this one. Nice. My lord, I'm pleased to report the successful siege of Old Cassel. Lord Mart Locke could not be found, however. So we can say, round up everybody and take them to my dungeons. Take them all under house arrest, or leave them be. They'll all be under house arrest. It's okay. That's a revolt that we don't need to worry about. And now we can siege the last bit of Old Cassel. I think we might even assault it down. Yep. We've taken the town, and he will accept our demands. They are totally beaten. We've usurped the lordship of Old Cassel. As we have taken his last province, we have also taken his armory. We've taken the Reckoning of Time and Winter's Kings from him. What are those? Reckoning of Time was written by Archmaester Walgram, is considered a great work which delves deeply into the problem of different cultures, reckoning days, seasons, and years differently. And the history of kings beyond the wall. Wait, we already had that. It was Winter Kings we got. Winter Kings are legends and lineages of the Starks of Winterfell. Is a book about House Stark, the Kings of Winter from Winterfell. Contains a ballad alleged to tell of the time Brandon the Builder sought the aid of the children of the forest while raising something. While raising the wall. Yes. Okay. Expand our men. We have now expanded just a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.